for sharing the latest, in fact, that you are bringing to us. Now, viewers, let's move on and shift our focus to the latest that's coming from the line of actual control is that India and China have started the verification process in both the Depsang and Demchok friction point sectors in the line of actual control. The Ministry of External Affairs has confirmed the verification patrolling in both the areas where the armies are checking if agreements discussed have been met and are implemented in complete detail. The verification is being done physically and also with the UAVs, with local commandos being in close coordination with each other. Once normal patrolling begins in both the Depsang and Demchok, focus will continue to shift to other buffer zones such as Galwan, Pangong and other areas in the northeast where the two armies want to start patrolling and return to the pre-2020 military standoff status quo. This is the first breakthrough, viewers, on the ground since the clashes broke out in Galwan in 2020, hence sending ties between two nations to a standstill. Well, the patrolling that has commenced in Depsang and Demchok, in fact, it does give out and does send a very positive and yet another encouraging after the bilateral talks between India and China at the LAC. Through this agreement, in fact, both the countries can look at and aim, of course, to increase the patrolling and monitor the line of actual control at various different friction points. What we are given to understand at this point of time is that from now, the patrolling in other friction points are also likely to be increased and started soon. Well, to join me live on the broadcast and share more details is my colleague Ajay Jandial. Ajay, very good morning to you, and it seems to have been giving a very good news for the kind of upcoming beneficiary news that we can understand from the line of actual control, where the patrolling has commenced in the Depsang and Demchok areas. And right now, the other friction points, including Pangong So and other from the military standoff, will also see the increased patrolling in the days to come. What is the latest that you can share with us?
Yes, that is what exactly basically both the sides are planning, that after this two locations where patrolling has started, the talks will continue to further expand it to the other locations as well, including Galwan, where major incident of clashes has taken place in 2020 when Indian Army forces they lost their 20 soldiers, and they also have retaliated to Chinese plot of doing incursion in that area, and they have killed more than 40 soldiers of Chinese Army. Also in Pangong So, where forces they preempted the Chinese plot of doing incursion and capturing the finger area, and they have also foiled that attempt. So number of places where that incident of incursion and Chinese plot was foiled, that is also in the consideration. That is what our sources are saying, that with the passage of time after these these successful talks for the two locations, it will further go on to the other locations on the line of actual control, and definitely with the motive to disengage ensure the disengagement on these locations, and also to ensure that both the countries they will go with the cordial relation in the coming time as well, which was spoiled because of the LAC tension for last 4 years.
All right. Ajay, also give us the more appropriate sense of at what other friction points, in fact, both the nations are going to be also initiating the verification process for the disengagement and patrolling further.
During this talks, when this was decided that on two locations, Depsang and Demchok, where patrolling has to start and disengagement has to be completed, authorities were ensuring that ground commanders as well as the with the help of drones, they also capture the moments and then share it to the top authorities for both the sides, so that it can be monitored on the top level, so that there will be no no issue to process it and complete it. So this was happened very successfully. So in the coming days, when talks are going on, it is expected that that will go to the other locations, including Fingers area near the Pangongso Lake and also in the Galvan and other area wherever that incident of clashes has taken place or any Chinese incursion has taken place in the past. So motive remains the same, that every thing goes smooth, and not only here but also in the Tawang, Arunachal Pradesh and other part of the line of actual control. Why basically such incidents were happening? That is what the authority seems saying many a time, that there was no demarcation on the line of actual control, which led to these things. And many a time Chinese they feel that Indian authorities and Indian civilians, they are going for the grazing to their land, and when it comes to the Indian side, when Chinese enter the side, forces and authorities over there, they were feeling that Chinese are entering our side. So these were the reasons why these things were happening. And if things will be smoothly handled and demarcation will be done in the coming time, then definitely there will be no issue that can be seen.
All right, Ajay, thank you for sharing the latest. In fact, now viewers, moving on, Ministry of External Affairs has summoned the Canadian High Commission representative and lodged a strong protest over the Ottawa's allegation against Union Home Minister Amit Shah, and said that the Canada allegations against Union Home Minister Amit Shah were absurd and baseless. The allegations made will have serious consequences for bilateral ties between the two nations. Now viewers, joining me live on the broadcast to share more details is my colleague Ayush. At this point, Ayush, when in fact the ties between India and Canada are